Chief of Staff, the amazing Mikey McCoy, the amazing Mikey McCoy.
Called Erica. I just remember it rang like 3 or 4 times. I didn't know what to say. Those are the words that will change someone's life forever, and you have to be the one to say it.
Espialidocious Mikey McCoy appeared to have like an extra spring in his step that made them all a little bit uncomfortable in the aftermath, and that he seemed all too happy to assume Charlie's position. Look, he's already speaking at Liberty University. Why?
A whistleblower from Turning Point USA finally reached their limit and exposed a secret that had nothing to do with politics, donors, or Charlie's usual drama with the group. The real issue was that Mikey McCoy, Charlie's 23-year-old chief of staff, was secretly involved with another man on the team. People inside the organization did everything they could to hide their relationship, so Charlie wouldn't discover it. Once you hear the rest, the lies start to make a lot more sense. On the surface, Mikey always seemed like Charlie's young favorite, the helper who stayed close and followed him everywhere.
Hello everyone, my name is Mikey McCoy. I had the unique honor, blessing, and privilege of a lifetime to not only call Charlie a precious friend, mentor, but to travel with him literally everywhere.
According to people who worked inside the organization, it became clear early on that Mikey wasn't treated like an ordinary staff member. He received private meetings, unusual access, and a level of protection that others never got. It was the type of treatment you only see when someone higher up needs something from a person, or needs something about that person to stay hidden. The whistleblower claimed the alleged relationship wasn't a rumor passed around between board co-workers. It was something quietly acknowledged by the people who handled sensitive internal matters. The issue wasn't the relationship itself. It was who Mikey was involved with and how damaging it could look if it became public at the same time the organization was shaping him to be part of its future. That's when things started to feel, at least to insiders, like everyone's actions were being carefully planned. Leadership reportedly believed they needed Mikey to appear polished and ready to step into any role without controversy. To protect that image, they began shielding him more intensely. And the more they protected him, the more they felt the need to manage Charlie as well. This is where the timeline gets messy. The whistleblower said Charlie had been slowly pulling away from the organization for months. He was frustrated with donor pressure, exhausted by constant directives, and annoyed at being told who he should promote and who he should avoid. What bothered leadership the most, according to insiders, was Charlie's open talk about welcoming Candace Owens back, an idea many people behind the scenes strongly disliked. That single decision reportedly caused more tension than anything else. But before getting to the chaotic final 48 hours, there was one moment that grabbed millions of viewers. When the footage of the shooting spread, almost everyone reacted with instant shock, except Mikey.
Mikey McCoy can be seen plugging his ears and instantly turning around and walking away slowly.
Mikey lifted his phone right away, acting with the quiet confidence of someone who already understood what was coming next.
Him right back there, and as soon as Charlie gets taken out, he turns, he's on the phone immediately, and he just walks off. He bails. You can see him right there. He's just taking off. There's Mikey McCoy bailing. According to Erica, he was calling her and letting her know that she needed to go down to the hospital.
At first, Turning Point supporters tried to dismiss the moment, insisting it didn't mean anything. But then Mikey's father shifted the whole narrative by claiming that Mikey had called him before anyone else.
The minute Charlie was shot, he called me, says, "Dad, Charlie's been shot in the neck. Please call every pastor and pray."
The moment Charlie was hit, Mikey told his father, "Dad, Charlie was shot in the neck. Please contact every pastor and pray." But that explanation fell apart when Erica went on live TV and revealed that Mikey had actually called her just seconds after the incident.
And it was on silent, so I had no reason to look back at it. I moved my mom, I went back to grab my phone, and that's when Mikey started calling me. He called me within seconds.
That was the first real sign something wasn't adding up. The executive producer of Charlie's show claimed Mikey never made the call, while Erica firmly said he did. According to the whistleblower, people inside the office couldn't even decide which explanation they were supposed to support. Mikey's nervous stuttering only made the confusion clearer.
That's right. Thank you, Bernadette. It's crazy. It's just,
Lost for words there, huh, Mikey? That little stutter, That pause, that moment where the sentence never really finishes. That's the kind of thing that makes people stop and replay the clip.
But here's the problem. What if Charlie discovered the secret Mikey was trying hardest to hide? That would give him a reason to protect himself. Just look at the tribute Mikey posted for Charlie.
The entire car ride, he was grilling me on Aristotle, Socrates, Plato, American history. At the end, he said, "Don't go to college. Come work for me instead."
People in the comments said Mikey's tribute didn't look like something a heartbroken friend would post. They also brought up old online rumors claiming he might have been involved with another man on the Turning Point staff, though none of that has ever been proven. Someone even noted that years ago Mikey went by Michael McCoy, and his posts back then had a very different tone. Later, when he started using the name Mikey, people who knew his wife joked about whether it was a stage name. Another commenter said the Turning Point group seemed unusually soft-spoken or stylish, and made a joke about the environment there. According to the whistleblower, many political groups, on both sides, sometimes use personal secrets to keep certain employees loyal. They claim this creates pressure that can control someone's decisions. And then there's the way Mikey speaks about Erica, which raised even more questions.
The way she texts to the way she talks. For the first time, I got a little emotional 2 days ago because for the first time when I was talking to her about where the organization's going, how we're going to continue Charlie's legacy, how we're going to really 10x this organization to become what Charlie inevitably wanted it to become. Hearing her thoughts and the way she was talking and breaking things down, I felt like for the first time I was speaking to Charlie for the first time again. And he's ingrained in us.
Everything seemed to connect, but that wasn't the only strange detail. The whistleblower claimed Mikey had acted oddly before. Just 4 days before the shooting, during their trip to Korea, he suddenly began recording Charlie walking and talking in a style he had never used with him before.
So originally, we were supposed to go to the DMZ portion where Trump shook Kim Jong-un's hand. And I'm going to put him on blast, but the United Nations canceled Charlie, didn't allow us to go.
According to the whistleblower, the group originally planned to visit the DMZ, the same place where Trump met Kim Jong-un. They claimed the United Nations canceled Charlie's access at the last minute. At first, people treated this as a harmless story between co-workers. But later, the clip Mikey filmed during that trip appeared again. This time as one of the main videos Turning Point shared right after Charlie passed away. It was released along with sentimental footage Mikey's wife had recorded during their first vacation with the Kirk family. That trip became a major talking point. Some insiders said the McCoys seemed unusually focused on filming the Kirks, especially Erica and Charlie together. None of this proves anything on its own, but curiosity grew once people began reviewing details that surfaced afterward. Commenters pointed out that Erica's travel history appeared to match 2 foreign aircraft multiple times, an Egyptian yellow plane and a blue plane from the same region. To some, it looked like tracking. Others believed it was simply coincidence. No one had a clear answer. What really confused people was how quickly the organization began promoting Mikey afterward, almost as if he were being positioned to step into a larger role.
That he seemed all too happy to assume Charlie's position. Look, he's already speaking at Liberty University. Why? Because he made some phone calls? Have we lowered the standards for what makes somebody a hero in 2020?
Out of nowhere, Mikey's YouTube channel suddenly became active again. He started appearing in interviews, giving speeches, and posing for polished photos. The more people watched this rollout, the more it felt planned rather than natural. At the center of it all was his father, Rob McCoy, who insiders claimed had far more influence behind the scenes than he ever showed publicly. To some observers, it didn't look like Mikey was a bystander caught in chaos. It looked like he was being prepared for a bigger role. Maybe it had to do with influence, maybe finances, or maybe it was about keeping certain private matters from becoming public. Nobody knows the real reason. But the whistleblower said something that made people pause. If the rumored relationship were ever proven, a lot of the confusion and mixed explanations following Charlie's death would suddenly seem more understandable. What unsettles people the most is Turning Point's reaction whenever questions get too close. Instead of clarifying anything, they simply stop responding. That silence makes people feel like there's more beneath the surface. The leaks continue to appear, and each new piece of information makes it seem like this story is far bigger than anyone first realized.